Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of the Johncast Podcast. Another trailer reaction over here on the Johncast Podcast. Today we are going to be reacting to the latest Dead Space trailer that recently came out. I believe the first one that came out. Previously, we probably were seeing a whole bunch of dev diaries on the game and what it takes to build it. I believe those were the videos that were dropping. So today we are going to be reacting to this trailer. To go into a little bit of backstory, I am a fan of Dead Space 1, 2, and 3. I played the original trilogy when they launched a while ago at this point. But after we watch this trailer, I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on it. And we're going to talk about some other stuff going on in the gaming world that kind of has to do with this trailer, in my opinion. So let's start watching.
USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kellyan responding to your distress call.
Isaac Clarke.
Oh, our boy Isaac is back. Yo, the details that I'm seeing in these backgrounds and even this shot, man.
What have you got, Isaac?
Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the trams.
Can you handle it alone?
Now, one change that I feel like I'm immediately point out, I believe Isaac was a silent protagonist in the first game, and it sounds like he's going to be talking in this one. So that is, I wouldn't say interesting change since he talked 2 and 3, but it's nice change.
Fix the centrifuge. Get the fuel running.
I feel like the armor looks a little bit different too. It kind of looks like, you know, both shoulders. I believe both shoulders had the armor piece on the front of it before. And
Your medical officer, Nicole Brennan. Medical is overwhelmed. We need help.
And there he goes, the xenomorph in all his glory. Oh boy, that looks amazing. That certainly looks amazing. I'm assuming that we're probably going to get a lot more space sections in this remake, but man, that looks amazing. I think in the bottom corner it looks like there's a xenomorph in space. Looks like it. Never mind, that was just a light. You know, I remember this part of the game. I feel like I remember this so vividly as I'm seeing it. Oh, that damn tentacle. I hated that. Oh, man. Every time that popped up in the original game.
Humanity will be made whole, Mr. Clarke. With or without you.
Isaac, it's me. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening.
Nicole?
January 27th, 2023. Alright, that is the end of the trailer, it looks like. But yeah, like, I gotta say, this is looking amazing.
It's me. It's all falling.
Boy, I am excited. Yeah, like I said, in the original Dead Space, I was definitely a fan. Definitely a lot more horror element walking around the Ishimura. But man, I remember, like I was talking about in a little bit in the trailer, but with the tentacle that popped up, it's just like a. I remember throughout the game just walking around and then it would just come up out of nowhere, like no, like back in the day they used to have some some creepy music that played. Dead Space, it didn't have a lot of creepy music. It just had the sounds, which I feel like is worse than the music, because the music gives you a little bit of kind of a time to react, like it's making you aware something is gonna happen. And I feel like in Dead Space, it was just we just got the creepy sounds that you would actually imagine hearing on a spaceship, people screaming in the background, crazy things as the xenomorphs pop up, and like that, the tentacle would just come up out of nowhere and just like like got you, like, and then there's a battle to get it off you. But yeah, just looking at this trailer just reminds me of playing the first Dead Space, definitely. Seeing the rebuilt or the Ishimura now, all this stuff. Seeing this little section here that's playing, it reminds me of. I feel like Dead Space had the most gruesome like deaths, like when you're playing the game, because I remember Isaac would actually lose his limbs when you get killed in the game. Sometimes they had like little cutscenes in a way of the monsters killing you, and it would be crazy. But like just seeing this, and I think even if I remember, they showed the brute. Yeah, right here, the brute in the game was always a beast as well. But I am hype about this. I can't wait. Like I said, I wanted to discuss some other things as I was bringing this to end, but recently, like, this is a remake, and I guess we're going on, or I'm bringing up like a deserving remake. Like, this game came out in 2008, I believe, and we are getting a remake of it. Recently it was announced that Horizon Zero Dawn was getting a remake, and my immediate reaction to it is, why? Who wants that? That game just came out recently, and they're saying that they're going to be adding accessibility features along with being able to play in 60 frames, all that stuff. And why can't we just get that in a patch, Because I'm pretty sure like Last of Us situation is most likely just gonna be come to how do you say it? Is most likely gonna be a $70 game, and along with it being a $70 game, it's just gonna, like, at least in my opinion, not really deliver. And when I say not deliver, I just remember in The Last of Us, when they were hyping it up and looking at what the final product that eventually came out, it just felt like that game definitely underdelivered for me. What was promised and finally seeing it, I kind of just felt like, again, why is it $70? Let's start with that. I get that the graphics was updated, but the way they talked about the game made me believe, at least, that the Last of Us 2 like gameplay and stuff was going to be featured in the game, and that didn't happen. So with Horizon, same thing. That game came out recently, I believe maybe 2007, 2018 that game came out, and it's just like, why are we doing a quote unquote remake of that game? We could put assets into other games that deserve to actually be remade. Like, I can think of like Resistance, if anybody remembers that game. Definitely a game that deserves a remake at this point in time. Like, Resistance was a fun game back in this day, and with all this talk of Activision being bought up by Microsoft, how Sony's reacting to it, right now would be a perfect time to lean back into your catalog and bring Resistance back, because I believe that was a fun game if you want to have something after, if Call of Duty ever left the Sony platform, you can start building something now. So seeing the Dead Space remake is like, yeah, that this game is deserving of a remake, especially with it, as old as the game is at this point. And I'm just, I can't say concerned, but I'm just kind of confused with the decisions that Sony's making in terms of doing remakes. Like, with The Last of Us, I understood like the accessibility features, but I'm just like, I'm not a game engineer. I'm just an armchair engineer. I don't know what it takes to make a game. I don't really know any of that, but in my opinion, I just kind of feel like, why couldn't it be an update? You know, why couldn't we patch those features into the game? And same thing with Horizon right now. Like, why can't we patch those features into the game? Oof, I imagine that is probably being if it didn't come out already, it's probably being planned that it's coming out for PC, which is probably another thing that has to do with this. But hey, it is what it is. You know, people are either gonna buy it or not. But hey, I wish more assets would be used elsewhere in other games from Sony's back catalog that they could bring out. But with that, this has been another trailer reaction on the John Cast podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, trailer is a 10 out of 10 for me. I can't wait. But yeah, peace.